I don't know. I want to believe her. I think her battery did die. Guess we'll try again. Reply, I'm sorry again. Ah, that's not, well, anyway. Tell him to continue to work hard then. Actually, even I was in pretty bad shape for final exams after the festival. I guess I'm misunderstood because I already accumulated a reputation. That's why I get that Takahiro-kun dealing with, I guess. A class representative is really packed with responsibilities, to the point where you occasionally want someone to take your place as soon as possible to settle things. Well, as for that incident, they're still open on Thursday and Friday after 5 p.m. I don't mind a lot of time either. I'm also free for most of the day on Friday. If you happen to bump into me at university, I'm completely okay with talking with you over lunch at Families or something. I don't mind just having a little time. I just want to meet up with you. And there's something I need to tell you face to face. Though I completely understand how difficult it can be, please reply to me as soon as you can. How is Setsuna gonna respond? Alright, it's Thursday. How do you think she's gonna respond? She's gonna dodge him. Watch this. What excuse she has? I knew it! Riri. I'm really sorry for the up-10th time. It's 1:30 a.m. at the moment. When I walked past my brother's room after taking a shower, snores came out from it instead of the open light. I say, is this really okay? What are you busy with now, Haruki-kun? Well, I can take a guess even without asking. You're preparing for final exams, aren't you? I see you maintain the habit of studying a fortnight before exams since we first known each other. Well, I guess I shouldn't put it like that, huh? If you've done well in your day-to-day study, it's natural that you don't have to fret when exams arrive. As for me, I'm slacking right now like I used to, it seems. That's why I'm having to study meeting with my friends after school, something which we're calling a copy meeting. Everyone's going to be bringing their own notebooks, and we'll first meet up at the photocopy shop quite a distance away from the university. After finishing the copying, we still have to collate them, and I guess I should say we have to study meeting following that, huh? And I don't know when we'll finish. That's why, although I'm really sorry again, not just Thursday, but also Friday hasn't settled down for me yet. I message you after my time is organized clearly. I'm really sorry for flaking out on you. Then we never told her. It's Friday. Now what? Setsuna's busy. I'm sorry again. It's just that I shouldn't have been saying those things despite knowing that we're preparing for exams. After all, it's final exams we're talking about here. So, it's a life and death situation for most people who want to advance into the 4th year. Well, I know you won't drop yourself in such a predicament, Setsuna. You've always been so rough when it comes to these things after all. Please send me a message once you settle down. It's just that less than 3 days until exams arrive, so you don't have to force yourself that much either. However, if you can't make it today or tomorrow, I hope you can make some time for us after exams are over. It's been a whole month since we last met each other. I guess that makes me feel a little lonely. Well then, good luck for your exams. Now what? It's Friday, dude. We're just gonna chill. After I press the send button, I slump on the bed, as if I were immediately depleted of energy. The splinters have yet to fall out. My chest is still heavy with worries. It's 11:30 p.m. on a Friday. I'll message you after my time is organized clearly, since I'm supposed to have contacted me by now. But I've not received a single message from her until now. It's almost 2 weeks since I mentioned for us to come out and talk face to face. During that period, the both of us are unable to work out a time, regardless of how many times we arrange it. We still miss it in the end. My determination to tell her everything, to give her an answer, a decision that's heavy as much as it is cruel. Excuse me. It's been over 10 days that I maintained this indecisiveness, heavily suppressing the desperate tension between us. Could it be that? No, that's a possibility that it's really like that, perhaps. Is Setsuna intentionally avoiding me? Yeah. If we're talking about evidence, I'd say there's more than enough to go by. Her breakdown on Christmas Eve, the excessively long and cold period that ensued after that. Me replying to Setsuna's message once every few days. I wouldn't be surprised if she exhausted her patience. It wouldn't be odd if she come to resent me for all I've done. That's why I've been rejected by Setsuna. Or something as simple as asking for us to meet again and talk idly isn't something that can be done anymore. If it weren't for the fact that I could still see her message daily, I remain immersed to the thought that she could still give me a chance. Starting next week, my final exams would begin. It would be another 2 weeks from there. The 1 month period of which I've been unable to meet up with Setsuna grows longer and thicker. We're keeping up with this unresolved, half-dead state, whereby neither Setsuna nor I are capable of advancing, retreating, or acquiring any other conclusion. I can't do that. Not advancing forward because of the other attitude is ultimately no different from running away. If only the issue we had were the series of time lags through our messages time. Perhaps I should call her directly, or perhaps I should just approach her directly face to face, preventing Setsuna from running away and stopping myself from running away as well. That's why I.
Koharu? どうしたんだ?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna call Setsuna.
マリさん、
Oh boy. I'm really the worst of the worst. Booty call.
ああ、まだ会社。大丈夫。今は私しかいないから。
そうですか。よかった。
なんだそんな暗い声出して。試験が終わるまで私に会えないのがそんなに辛いのか？
Yes.
なんてな。こういう冗談は下手だからやめとく。またお前にセンスないとか笑われるのも。
少し辛いです。
な。
マリさん、次の休みいつですか？
They're gonna do it in the office.
北原、お前がそういう考えなしなことを口走るたびに私がどんなに揺さぶられてるのか分かってるのか？
明日か明後日かどっちか休みじゃないんですか？
人の話をちゃんと聞け。もしからかってるんだったら二度とお前の電話には出ないからな。
会いたいです。
もうやめろ、やめてくれ。お前のそのセリフは仕事に支障が出る。
すいません。
Really, I'm just the worst. I'm throwing out all my bottled up half-baked emotions of confusion and certainty to the person who's the most convenient. Even knowing that she'd think of all this as me troubling her as well.
なあ、北原。お前さ、来週の月曜から期末試験だよな。だからバイトもしばらく休んだんだよ
はい、そうです。
な。だったらさ、私と個人的に会うのだって。試験が終わるまでは。
そうなんですけどね。俺もそのつもりだったんですけどね。
It's so difficult to keep all in, though.
我慢できないのか。そんなに私と。
マリさん、俺。
I'm absolutely deplorable, cowardly, and devious. And yet, in truth, I'm also repulsively calculating. I'm taking advantage of her kindness and her sisterly demeanor, confidently fabricating my miserable state.
でも。
Look at her. She's already become disconfused. That's just how Mari-san is.
私は言ったよな。男と付き合うにしても仕事優先だって。
言いました。
それはつまり大学生のお前には学業優先を望んでるということで。
はい。
しかもお前は親のすねかじりなのだからなおさら。
初日の試験必ず U を取ります。マリさんに会えても絶対に成績を落としません。
そんな口約束。
ちゃんと成績表も渡します。もし取れてなければしばらく会いません。
Dang.
北原、お前そんなに今すぐ私に会いたいのか？
はい。
They can't do it in the office.
分かったよ。明日は無理だけど、日曜ならなんとか。
マリさん、
What do you know?
でもちゃんと試験対策はするんだぞ。一科目でも落としたら承知しないから。
部屋で勉強しながら待ってます。
Mari's truly a wonderful person deep down. It's impossible that she'd bring herself to tear off my unreasonable feelings drenched in darkness.
それと掃除とか食事の支度とか無理しなくていいんだぞ。試験期間中だということを忘れるな。
できる範囲でならいいですよね。
度を越すなよ。私がますますお前に依存するから。
気をつけます。
That's why you're really hopeless, Mari's son. It's hard for me not to want to rely on you.
それじゃあ日曜日日付変わる前には帰れると思うけど、仕事終わったら連絡入れるから。じゃ。なんだよあいつ。こっちの締め切りなんて何も考えてない。今週あたりはやばいって知ってるはずなのに。もう日曜まで寝てる暇ないな。
Damn.
今から一度帰ってシャワー浴びて着替えてすぐに戻ってくるか。参ったな。とんだ猿を飼ってしまった。
Yo, but she's still smiling. She's still smiling. Dang, she's sacrificing so much for Haruki. Haruki. Sunday. Oh my goodness. This. I'm really sorry again. I'm walking home from my friend's house right now. In the end, I ended up sticking with my friends for a whole Saturday. You know Yumi? Fukigawa Yumi from the Political Economics Department. The four of us gathered at her place, and after distributing our copy notes, we ended up deciding to study for a bit too. Although I guess studying immediately after copying our notes wasn't the best idea. As I anticipated, we ended up in a cycle trying to study for an hour, but chatting for two instead. We were even hyped up by a borrowed movie in the middle of all that. I can't deny we had a lot of fun, but having fun was the only thing we got out of it before things ended. I wonder if we're ready for the exams after studying like that. I'm sorry, and so it seems we're already Sunday without me even knowing about it. In the end, I don't seem to have a trump card for tomorrow's exams either, so I can't go out today. I'm really sorry for constantly postponing you like this. Excuse me. However, I'm really squeezed out some time after exams are over. After all, we're going to be having spring break after that, right? That's why we should focus on exams before us the moment. Is that alright? Excuse me. And I know I'm going to sound a bit full of myself, but I have a request if you don't mind. I know it's impossible for us to meet up in the middle of exams, but can we continue messaging each other like this? I won't have a lot to say per day. It's just so that I can relax and liven myself up a little. Good luck tomorrow. Bye. Damn, Setsuna. Haruki's in another woman's apartment. In the end, not a single sentence from Setsuna's message mentioned anything outside of my expectation. I can't meet up with you on the weekend after all. It's something I already expected long ago, but it's made even more unquestionable from where I am at the moment. I turned out the flames that were boiling the broth and set the lid on after tasting it. It's been over 30 minutes since I got a call from her saying, "I'm coming back now." When she returned home, I had to fish and vegetables and finish the preparation for dinner while she changes. For the short time, we get to be together, face to face, and as much as possible. Reply, I'm sorry too. I understand you have a lot going on. Let's work hard for our exams. See you. My finger inches towards the send button after I finish typing merely 3 lines, but pauses before I can press it, because I read this message a little too coldly. Might have sent this colleague's message. Who knows how much courage Setsuna would have built up to reply with her next message. I was been chasing after her since that day, so when was it that I returned to running away again? We've yet to come of any conclusion, dragging things as they are. Oh, and You can message me anytime, except when I'm in the middle of exams, when I'm bathing, or before I go out to sleep. I'll go to sleep. Your messages are the source of my strength to me, Setsuna. That's why I'll be patiently waiting. Dang. Is it really the source of his strength? That's a lie. After adding another few more lines of carefully contemplated words like that, I'm not taken aback by the mushy way that I worded them. Partly because I'm at another woman's residence to stay the night, and partly because of the emptiness I feel as I continue to escapeless conversation with her. My lies towards Setsuna pile up rather frighteningly with each passing day. We need to come up with a conclusion, and that's easier said than done. Whether this because somebody willed it to be this way, or if it's just that we're lacking the right opportunity to meet each other, is unclear. That's why I'm also getting more and more vulnerable to another woman.
Tadaima!
お帰りなさい。
As I opened the door, Mari's-san wrapped her arms around me without even thinking of taking her boots off first. Dude, Haruki! I'm so scared for Haruki, bro. He needs to leave his messages to Setsuna. I don't trust Mari. I feel like Mari is nosy, right? If Setsuna texts him or call him, it's over. He should tell Mari that, he should tell Mari-san about his complicated relationship with Setsuna before things get out of hand. But you know, man, this is a visual novel. Something has to go wrong for our entertainment. I'm just scared of what will go wrong. Either she get pregnant or she caught Setsuna in Haruki's phone. It's one of those, I'm thinking. For a moment, a mildly irritating smell wafted into my nose.
いやー、悪かった遅くなって。日をまたがずに帰れるかと思ったんだけど、最後の最後で編集長に捕まっちゃってね。
マリさん、飲んで。
It's not just a smell. The unsealed cap of the wine bottle inside the convenience store plastic she brought back is also supporting evidence of my presumption.
一緒に飲もうと思って買ってきたんだけど、
God damn.
帰るまで我慢できなくてな。
Alcoholic.
とにかく靴を。ほら、脱がせますよ。
うん。ほら、くさがった。
I didn't to Maru-san, rather unnaturally cheerful, as I voluntarily embraced the lower half of her body and removed her boots. It's getting quite chilly outside. The cold on the soles of her feet confirms that.
はあ、疲れた。寒かった。眠かった。帰り道、凍え死んじゃうかと思ったわよ。
お疲れ様です。ほら、少し休んでてください。その間に食事の用意しますから。
I bring Maru-san to the inside of the room and have her sit on the bed. Maru-san slowly sighs. Her sluggish actions offer no resistance, something that actually makes me efforts more difficult. It's true that she drank wine straight from the bottle on her way home, but these careless actions one by one makes me feel as though there's a large gap between her right and the way I spoke with her on the phone yesterday.
鍋の準備しときましたけど、たら大丈夫ですよね。
家事は極力控えて勉強しろって言ったのに。この専業主婦め。
鍋なんて簡単じゃないですか。材料適当に切って煮るだけなんだから。
そうなの？
その程度理解できるくらいには、マリさんも家事をやった方が。
だ。
電気鍋があったらテ
favorite word,
ーブルで煮ながら食べられたんですけど、そういうのを探したけどなかったから。
I don't know why, but da. That's like my favorite word from any anime heroines. Whenever they say that, it makes me smile.
まあ、できてからそっちに持ってきます。あ、春菊食えます？入れちゃいますよ。白滝とかも。
It looks like Maru-san has given up on giving me any trouble. Whether it's because she started changing or because she fell asleep, either way, I don't hear anything from her anymore. I turned the heat back up on the stove, and broth, which had boiled earlier, regains its prior vigor. Inside the boiling pot, I put a cod, shiitake mushrooms, tofu, napa cabbage, one ingredient after another. I know all of these, except for a cod. I don't know what that is. The vegetables in the strainer are dropped into the pot one by one, as the steam from the rice cooker grows more lively.
北原
Dang, she's so drunk. Almost a tender moment, and noise suddenly interrupts and shatters the perfect balance of the situation. Is she sleeping?
どうしたんです
I
か
can't tell, bro.
なんでもないただこうしたかっただけだ
こうしたかったんだけと言われても
Mari's body was firmly pressed against my back. Her face was pushed towards the back of my neck, where she'd taken my scent and breathed roughly. Oh, okay. Both hands suddenly encircled me from behind. The right pawing on the buttons of my shirt, while the left is on the zipper of my pants.
北原
She's so drunk, bro.
マリさん
This is almost like the time Mari-san told me she would leave, so I forced my feelings upon her.
私さ
Before you do anything, Kitahara, ask her if she's on birth control, bro. We can't get her pregnant. She said she can't be pregnant. I don't even know what's the abortion laws in Japan. So, before you do anything, ask her if she's on birth controls.
ちょっと鍋が吹いて
Don't do it. Don't do it, Haruki. Don't make a mistake.
いいよそんなの今欲しいのはそっちじゃないんだ
マリさん
What the hell? Mari-san right hand gives up on holding the button in my shirt and pulls all together, forcibly ripping it. My left hand clumsily toys with the opening of my pants, fumbling to get inside.
ほらこんなに暑いじゃないか
それはだってマリさんが
With those same clumsy hands, she pulls down my trunks and grabs hold of me as I'm ready getting hard. That hand that makes its way inside my shirt anxiously strokes my chest, continues to stimulate me around the nipples without pause.
なあ北原今日は
Damn.
今日くらいは私が
I think it's a mistake today, bro. I think this is where it gets downhill. Cause, dude, we played so many visual novels already. We all know it's never happy 100% of the way. There's always got to be an issue. There's always an issue. I'm wondering what's that issue with Mari, right? She hinted it. They hinted it so many times. They hinted like 3 or 4 issues that might arise during the relationship. One of them is pregnancies. If she get pregnant, the entire relationship's gonna be fucked. Because she wanna, like she said, it's work over everything else. So if she get pregnant, I don't know what's gonna happen. But if she also find out about Setsuna, that's another issue. Something about being a young maiden. I don't know what that means, but Sawaka hinted that out. That's issue number 3. I don't know what's the 4th issue, but we'll get there when we get there. Ask her if she's on birth control, bro. She got the pills.
なんで
ずっとされるがままだったからさたまにはお前のこと気持ちよくさせてあげたいなって
本当にどうしたんです
どうもしないよただお前以上に溜まってるだけ
You know, this is Haruki fault too, bro. He should have bought condoms. What the fuck, man?
マリさん
なあ北原今日はいつもより激しくしような
Before I realize it, Mari-san's hands go from messing with my body to being linked with my own. I guess. Where is it? I don't know what's gonna happen now, bro. Bro, I was trying to read the H scene. I was trying to see if there's a hint if she's on birth control pills, like last time. I don't think she took any pills this time. So I'm worried. I'm like, oh fuck. They did it a lot too. They did it a lot. So first it is 69. I was like, okay, it doesn't matter, right? I don't think she can get pregnant from, you know, from 69. But then he put it in. He put it in. I'm not gonna go over the whole H scene. It's a long H scene. This might be the longest H scene to date. Maybe longer than Chiaki. I don't remember. It's pretty long though. But yeah, they did it pretty rough. Oh yeah, she called him by Kitahara for the first time too. So for the first time, she called him Kitahara. I wonder if she's gonna keep calling him Kitahara. See, Mari-san would never call me by my first name. I just talked before, but what you do if girls call me by my name at work and with slightly powdered cheeks, she soaked Kitahara. Because yeah, for the first time she called him Kitahara. Oh, fuck it. I just want to hear this part. What is she? Oh yeah. They're the nails. How was Wendy's? I didn't go Wendy's. I thought about it. I was like, nah, never mind. Because I didn't feel like driving. It didn't have it in Postmates. So I had curry. I'll try Wendy's next week. Because next week I need to go outside, so. Damn, bruh. Raging inside of me. Bruh, this part got me worried. I think she's pregnant, dude. I think we just fucked the entire story. Not just Mari. I think we just ruined her career. Because like I said, there's 3 issues that have to arise. You know, it's a visual novel, dude. And on top of that, we know about this game. Something has to mess up. Something has to be the downfall of this roller coaster. We're going so high up. We're going to have to fall down sometime. I think she's pregnant, dude. It mentioned nowhere in the H scene that she took birth control pills like she did last time. And Kitahara was not wearing a condom. It didn't mention that either. And I was looking, so. Yeah, I think she's pregnant, dude. I think she's gonna have to quit her job. That's what's gonna be. And then, now what? Is Haruki gonna be the new Mari? Is he gonna take over? Alright, she's taking a shower. We're back.
まためちゃくちゃにされてしまった。参ったな。こんなにハマるなんて。どうしよう。はあ。
No, this better not be Haruki's phone.
ちょっと腰が。
Damn, blow her back out.
よいしょっと。よし届いた。なんておばさん臭いんだ私。しかもこれ北原の携帯じゃないか。
Oh shit.
何やってんだもう。
See, remember before the age scene, I mentioned 3 possibilities. She either get pregnant, she found out about Setsuna, or whatever what Sawako was saying about being a young maiden. I don't know what that's about, but that sounds like it'll be an issue later. Dang, she's gonna find out about Setsuna. Bro, don't pick up the phone. That's private business.
バカ、何考えてるんだ。人のメールを盗み見るなんて人倫にも取る行為じゃないか。
Man, Haruki should have turned off his phone.
でも私、マスコミだしな。
Oh.
すいません、お先に。
Thank God. Yeah, I think she's gonna find out about Setsuna, dude. I think that's gonna be it. I hope she doesn't. I want her to get pregnant, but only at the end. Not during the middle of the story. Because it'll be like depressing in the middle. It gotta be as a happy ending.
どうした？
鍋。
ああ、そういえばすっかり忘れてたな。
Looking at the direction of the stove, I can see the pot has became completely cold. I saw the remnants of vegetable decimated placed on top of the colanda. Thankfully, I left the raw stuff in the fridge beforehand.
お腹空いてません。
空いてるけど、こうしてることに取って変わるほど強い空腹感があるわけじゃないから。
マリさん。
Dang, do it again. And so, like she always does after we're done, Marissa bursts her face into my chest. Just by looking at that fulfilled expression, I strangely feel like my own sense of hunger goes away. I wonder why, really.
まあ、いいじゃない。明日食べよう。朝にでも。
朝から鍋ですか？
別に夜でもいいけど、ゆっくりしていけるんだろ？
ええ。試験勉強をしなくちゃいけませんけど。
Judging from her response just now, it seemed like she forgot what she herself said when we promised to meet up.
まあ、今までの蓄積があるから、多分 YOU はいけると思ってますが。
そうか。頑張れ。
はい。何しろ失敗したらしばらく会いませんから。
しばらく会えないか。
マリさん。
I went to see her flustered for the first time in a while, so I thought I'd tease her a little bit before Marissa returns a bit of an unexpected response. Instead, differing from getting angry or pretending to be tough, but looking like she's lonely at how my words reflect reality.
なあ、北原。
何ですか？
あのさ、
Damn.
私ってさ、例えばトーマカズサの代わりとかじゃないよな。
You know, Takia said that too. Do you love Mari? Because what happened with Setsuna? And because she has Touma traits? Or do you love her for her? Uh-oh.
いや、
Uh-oh.
別にいいんだけどな。それでも。
And as a result of those words, and the following conversation somehow ends up taking a strangely negative turn. I wonder, did something happen? Like I thought, today Mari-san seemed a little... How should I put it? Even someone like me, who takes a pretty aloof attitude, wouldn't just let small changes like this go by without getting unnoticed.
前にも言ったけど、似てるのは確かです。特に言葉遣いとか雰囲気とか。
やっぱり私は単なる代用品なんだな。お前最低だよ。
Even though she's the one who said it, didn't matter. Even though she completely off the mark.
なんとか言ったらどうなんだよ。
Even though it's my fault for not being honest, such that Mari-san wasn't anywhere close to guessing the right answer. Even then, I can't help but wonder if this some kind of karma. To think that the words that would spill from her would pierce me in such a way.
お前がそんな風に思ってるならさ、別に気を使って愛してるとか言わなくていいからな。
The fact that I was insolent enough to purposely try to make this person soak up until now makes me mad at myself.
そういう割り切った付き合いだって。私は別に。
Damn, you gonna make her cry? Haruki, you're such a bitch. I hate Haruki. He better not make Mari cry.
違います。
There you go, bro. You better say something. Or I would never forgive you. If he made Mari cry right there, I think I would have uninstalled the game. Haruki, please. Say something. I'm disappointed that I can't even properly draw the line between joking and being serious. I hate myself for not managing to provide any peace of mind to the person I love.
マリさんとトーマは違います。全然違うんです。
けれど今お前
トーマはここにいないけど、マリさんは
In spite of how I can't even settle on one person to cause everyone anxiety.
だから全然違うんです。代わりじゃないんです。マリさんが必要なんです。
そっか。
In spite of my resentment, my contrition, and my anger, I just can't stop refining the worst part of myself now.
マリさん、
もう一度しようか。
I'm not gonna lie, in my mind, I was thinking round 2. Yeah.
北原
Firmly with all my strength, I simply loving the person right before me right now, casting aside any reality apart from the one out of my head. And until that day where I receive the punishment I deserve, I'll let myself be led down a direction that puts me at ease, even just a little. The path that most deplorable one I could take is the one I'm proceeding down now. Time for exams. Oh shoot, they skip exams. It's February. Alright. With that though, I'm gonna call it here, bro. It's pretty late. It's midnight. So we'll know what happened after exams next time. What issues is gonna arise? We'll find out soon once we continue. Because we're pretty much at February. I think February is when we saw the issue. No, we saw the issue pretty early with Koharu, right? I think she got bullied in the beginning of January. Mari-san, honestly, I'm scared for Mari-san. I really like her, but I don't know her enough to know what kind of issues she'll have, right? They didn't really talk too much about Mari-san. They're very vague in her backstory, and they told us like bits and pieces. So I don't know what to expect, and that makes me feel unease, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm a little bit scared for Mari-san, because whatever issue she might have, I just hope it's not too painful to go through. But after what happened to Koharu, it's going to be painful. And what Setsuna been feeling for 3 years, yeah, it's going to be painful. I just got to be mentally prepared when that happens. Anyway, yeah, like I said, good stopping point. So that's GG's for today's session. I appreciate everyone stop by. It's been cool. We'll continue next time. Laters. Bye.